And good evening from Las Vegas, Nevada. Of course, I'm Russell Mays. Interesting week we've had. One of the interesting things is the Muller Report. And what's really amazing about this is the collusion with Russia and how Russia manipulated the vote to get Trump elected. Okay, to get Trump elected, Russia got or achieved 60 some odd million people to vote for Trump through social media, advertising, propaganda, stealing of votes, fake votes. But my question about it is, Hillary won the popular vote by 3 million people. So either Russia really sucks at the vote manipulation, or Hillary used Russia to get the extra 3 million votes. So what do? Well, there is no collusion, because you can't have collusion when it comes to the presidential election. Maybe if you're in California, where it is a popular vote, you're voting for a legislator or whatever it may be. That's a one-time shot. Yeah, it could be. Get the dead people to vote, the way you go. Okay. So there's no way they could manipulate that many people. Also manipulate the Electoral College. Also manipulate the recount. And then the final verdict of getting him elected. It just comes down to that they are pissed off because Trump won. Tough. And I do mean tough. It just, unbelievable. I can't wait until the rest of the report comes out. But nothing's going to be done. Nothing's going to be said. The Democrat and the Congress, they're going to try something else. They've got, 81 subpoenas out for documentations, that kind of thing. Come on. They are digging anything and everything. No president in the history of the United States has gone through so much shit as President Trump. And yet, no president in history has taken that shit and thrown it right back at him. You gotta love the man for that. I do have to apologize. I slipped my tongue the other day, and so I have a little bit of a lisp, a hair lisp. And so Trump, our man, is something else, I'm telling you. So that was one of the subjects that I wanted to talk about, the 3 million votes that Hillary got that Trump didn't get because Russia did a shitty job of getting Trump elected. So there you go. Now, the next thing that I have to do And I've been thinking about this for the last few days or weeks, actually, and reading up on it. And I don't know how everyone's going to take this, but I have to bring it to the forefront. This transgender identification crap that's going on. And I do mean it's crap. You self-identify as whatever, a cat, a dog, a woman, a man, whatever. You self-identify. And everybody's backing this, especially the left. The left is really like, dude, you can do whatever you want to. You can go into any bathroom you want to or whatever. What I've decided and what I've thought about is this self-identification of mostly these men as self-identifying as women will, in the future, subjugate women back to the way it used to be, where they were not allowed to do anything. And the reason why I came to this conclusion is because look what's going on in the colleges. They have these self-identified women, men as women, competing against women. And they're tearing up the sports big time. They are just hammering them. And these women, which are great athletes, can't compete physically because it's just nature. So the colleges love this. What's happening then is eventually money is going to be put up for women's sports. And what happens when you have an entire team of self-identified women, men as women, competing against other colleges that are actually physical women? They will annihilate them in every aspect. So then all the other colleges will turn around and start enrolling self-identified women into their sports. Then the women will be axed out of everything they do. And it's going to be moving into the workplace too. A man self-identified as a woman will start taking the positions of the women. And the women will be pushed out of their jobs. This is where the future is going. People say, oh, no, it won't do that. Yes, it will. It's already started. And all these feminists are backing the self-identified guys that want to identify as women. But yet, they're not doing anything about it. Soon, they will not be able to compete in sports. They will not be competing into the work environment. They won't be competing anywhere in the social environment except barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen. And that's what the women have tried to do for decades to get out and be a part of our community. Equal rights for everybody. But yet they're not going to allow it. Our left will take self-identified men as women and allow them to overtake the regular female endeavors, if you will. The only thing they will not be able to do is bear children. And since Planned Parenthood is taking care of that, hasta la vista, the country. So they're going to need more people coming into this country to fulfill the lacking population hence the illegals coming across the border. And I don't want to get into that today. I already did my spew on that on the last radio show. So think about that, folks. Every time you have a self-identified man as a woman that demands they are able to dress and undress, shower with women, and they have the right to do that, otherwise they get sued. And the female can't complain. So they're worried about equal rights for women, and they're allowing this, and they're silencing the female voice just for an ideal that some dude wants to dress up as a girl. There you go. Interesting concept. Interesting concept. One other thing that I have to bring up is now they're wanting the voting age to be 16. Do you really want the voting age to be 16? I personally think they should put everything at 18. 18-year-old, you can join the military and you can die for this country. So you should be able to vote, drink, whatever you want to, buy a firearm, protect your country, you name it. If they want to drop it to 16, so be it. They better be able to drink, vote, join the military, buy a firearm, everything. It's not convenient to skew the rules so somebody can get reelected or elected, if you will, just by a 16-year-old. 16-year-olds are fine, but they haven't even had a chance to do anything. Anyway, it's getting to be really ridiculous out there. And because it's getting ridiculous, is our country needs to have another wake-up call, especially on the Democrat side. They took the House and they promised that they would do all these things. They weren't even going to worry about any kind of an investigation. But everybody knew they lied, because that is all they're doing now is investigation. And now that the Muller Report's going to come out, it's going to just put them all in a hissy fit. Folks, call your congressmen, call your representatives, call your mayors, your governors, whomever. Because if we continue down this path, we are doomed in the 12 years that AOC says we're doomed. And it's not because of climate change. It's because we allow the socialists to control our lives. But what are you going to do? All I can say is, hey, bro, it's about time you ever checked out one of my shows. My brother popped on. Got to say hi, Jim. Got to plug you at least once there, dude. Anyway, catch me again. I'll be getting a new show on KUNV here shortly. I think they're extending my show and give me a better time slot. We're still working on that. But I'm going to cut it off for now. You have a good night. Take care. Enjoy. Leave a comment if you like the video. If you don't, too bad. Who cares? I care. Get out there, call your congressman. Make some noise. Laters. Bye.